forward to this Saturday morning's conversation. I've had already a full half day. Can I just tell you? Like, I literally have had a full morning already before even turning on the camera. And it is literally just 8:30 here in Jamaica. So let's just start there. But anywho, grab your tea and let's go because this morning we're talking all the things. I'm giving you all the tea about all the stuff. This week has been such an interesting week. A lot of ups and some downs in there too, some ebb and flow going on, some situations, right? But it's our time. It's our time to connect. It's our time to sit down and talk about life and how you can make your life better. So let's get to it. I have been very active this morning. As a matter of fact, I didn't go to my bed until like something to two this morning. Anybody else out there went to bed like some crazy hour? I went to bed some crazy hour. I went to bed something to two. Why did I go to bed at almost 2 a.m.? Because I have been bitten by the commitment bug. There's something that happens when you get bit by a commitment bug. It's like you're on a new mission. You're obsessed to the point of pushing yourself beyond your limits. And I have to say, guys, I think that's exactly where I am right now. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all. And maybe you too are in a space where you're going through this moment of being committed to something. And some of you, maybe you want to get committed to something. But that's what's been happening this week. I found that over the last couple of weeks, I've just gotten an extra booster of commitment. And of course, this week, we started our TikTok challenge. So if you are not yet following me on TikTok, please make sure that you are following me. I just started my channel a few months ago and I love it. Honestly, I'm loving my TikTok experience. Just like how I was loving my YouTube experience, I'm now loving my TikTok experience. If you're not yet following me, now is the time to follow me because I am actually doing a challenge. And let me tell you how the challenge thing going now while I shuffle my cards. Let me tell you how the challenge thing going. On Monday, this past Monday, right, I realized that we were at the end of March. And I was saying to myself, whoa, March just kind of snuck up on you and then it was over. It was gone. Like literally, guys, we were just in it. Okay? And so when I realized that it was March now, I said, no, man, this is interesting. This is real serious. Like, it was a little scary. So last week on Tea Time, what I did was I issued a challenge. I said, you know what? I'm going to issue a challenge. We're going to do for 90 days, we're going to focus on manifesting one thing. One thing we're going to focus on manifesting over the next 90 days. And basically, guys, the reason why I thought about it that way is because at work, like when you're working for these big companies and you're at the top, right? When you're sitting at the top of the ladder, they look at every 3 months, which they call a quarter. So every 3 months in the business, they are assessing how the business is doing. And if you're not in the C-suite or in, running your own business or whatever, you may not be familiar with the quarterly perspective. But it's a really great way to kind of measure yourself and see how you're doing, how your life is going, how your business is going. So I thought to myself, you know what? I bet you nobody really thought about the first quarter, the first 3 months of the year gone. It package up, it done, boom, seal, done, gone. Ta-da! And many of us that would have come into the year, because New Year's is a whole vibe, many of us that would have come into the year, come in and you realize that you set these targets. You set this dream, you say, I want this thing. You have these goals. And then you realize, oh my gosh, I'm literally a quarter way through the year and the goals don't start going. So when I saw that now, guys, I was just on Tea Time and it was like, let's just do a challenge. So Monday, I make up my mind. I said, I'm going to do it on TikTok. And the way that we're going to do it is we're going to just make sure that you guys are sending me your notes about what you want to create in the next 3 months. So basically, between April and June, you pick one thing. I know everybody will have one bag of dreams. We're not trying to manifest every single dream you have from your baby till now. That's not the intention. The whole idea, guys, is if you pick one thing and you are following me, right? As I check in and tell you the different tips, I'm giving you different tips over the course of the 3 months. I'm giving you different tips about how to make this work for you, how to make your dream come true, right? So if you pick one thing, then you get to focus. You get to get rid of all the distractions. You get to just zone in on one dream, one item. You might have a big vision board with one bag of things, but we're literally, for the next 3 months, we're choosing one item that we are going to double down on, and we're going to shed the distractions. We're going to shed the self-doubt. We're going to shed the disbelief. We're going to shed the naggy, you can't do it, all the things. We have shed everything. We have shed all skin. just so that we can get this one thing that we're focusing on, right? So I get all excited now, and I said, all right, we're gonna do it on TikTok. And every now and again, that's just what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, every now and again I can come on, right? My TikTokers. Every now and again I can come on and I can give you a tip. So I started that, and I was like, this is something that I really think I like. I think I enjoy sharing just the same things I'm using, because I don't have everything that I want in life. I don't know that I ever will. I think I'm gonna just die fulfilling all my dreams, one after the other, after the other, after the other. But remember me tell you, let me tell you, you see, the moment I made that commitment, guys, it's like in this week alone, it's just things start to pop off. I just start landing this and that. So even though I'm focusing on one particular thing, three different things came through this week. Can somebody say, powerful creator? Hello? 3 different things. Between Tuesday and Friday, it's like once I made that commitment, all sort of things start running. Money coming through the door. It's like it just put on it marching shoes. Let's go. You say you want more money? All right, here we are. Trip come through the door. New technology come through. It's just like all these different things that I have just had in my space that I want to have just start to march in. And I don't think that started happening because I was doing the same things I was always doing, because I don't know that I changed my behavior so much. I was still getting up in the morning. My morning routine is pretty straightforward. I wake up. When I have awareness, the first thing I do before I even open my eyes is give thanks for the day. And then when I open my eyes, sometimes barely crawl out of the bed and crawl onto my yoga mat that's like over in the corner of my room. And then I would do my yoga, and then I would do my meditation. And after that, I may or may not journal. I may just go straight into the getting ready. And then I just got into my day. I set my 3 things, my top 3 things for me. Like, I have a whole system. I think I've talked about it before. I'm gonna do another couple of videos about my morning routine. But I think what really made the difference, guys, why this week things start just come through the door, and this is what I wanted to try for this second week, because week 1 done gone already now. Since I said to y'all, we're gonna do this for April, May, June. Okay, 1 week has already passed since I made that declaration to all of you in my community. Okay, so if you're not on the bandwagon yet, you want to join the bandwagon, you want to be on the I am a powerful creator bandwagon, you want to be on the I can manifest my dream life, you want to join it, right? And the reason why you want to join it is because it is going to help you to put your stake in the ground. It's going to help you to plant that seed, and it's going to help you to nurture that seed and to grow it. When I tell you guys, I'm focused on one thing. I just want you to pick one. Focus on the one, and a bag of other things going just come through. Things where you not even did the things say you want to do. So after that, I mean, people were DMing me. Somebody DM me about a car that they have, right? Somebody DM me about money. Somebody DM me said, I'm going to change them life. So I'm getting all these different messages from people because that's what I said. I said, send me a message, drop me a comment, let me know what you are trying to manifest so that I can start pray for you too. Me will just hold space. Because when you make up your mind, it's not just that other things are going to come, like the other good things. That's not the only thing that's going to come, guys. You're going to get some challenges. It's almost like, it's like, I don't know if you guys watched Aladdin. That's what kind of came to my mind a while ago. I don't know if you watched Aladdin, right? But when Aladdin went and found the lamp in the cave and him wake up the genie, that the genie go and give him whatever he want, is one bag of crosses wake up with Aladdin same time. And that's kind of what happens. When you decide in your mind that you are going to create your dream life, once you decide that you're going to transform your life, once you decide that you're going to change one thing, I'm going to change my money habits and get rich right now. I'm going to become a rich person. Like I just decide. Once you decide that you're going to change your house, I want to live somewhere else. I want a different type of experience in my home. Once you decide I'm going to change my body, I want to be snatched. Once you decide to change in your love life, I want to love out. I want to be sprung, and I want somebody to be sprung with me. Once you decide that you're changing anything significant, I'm going to go get that dream job. I'm changing my salary, and therefore I need to change my environment, change who I work with. I'm going to start that business. Once you decide to step powerfully into your dream, any dream, I 100%, as a matter of fact, scratch that, I 200% guarantee that all of the crosses, all of the things that could potentially go wrong, it's like you open Pandora's box and all of them come running along with you as you decide that you're going to try to get this dream. But guess what? It is necessary. It is necessary in order to make sure that you are building up the muscle, because it's a different muscle that you need. You have to build up that muscle to be the person that's going to be able to hold the dream when you get it. Your future self, you have to be that person. No. So the muscle that you have to be able to navigate all of the madness that is going to come, because the madness is going to come. Sometimes you feel like you're living in madness now. No, decide so you're going to make more money. But it's not the money that brings the madness. Money doesn't bring madness. That's not what happens. They say more money, more problems. That song was a lie. The problem is not the money. The problem is not the fact that you've gotten more money or you're seeking to get more money. The problems come because the person that has to manage the new money is not the same person that is without the money today. I tell you that. So you have to build up some muscles so that you can manage all the things that you're manifesting. You have to build that manifestation management muscle. Okay, Stacey, enough with the alliterations. All right. So guys, I'm again telling y'all the 90-day challenge is on. If you want to follow more closely, then you need to follow me on TikTok, because on TikTok, that's where I'm dropping my tips and telling you what you need to do. I'm taking you on my journey with me so that you can see all the different things I'm looking to manifest. This week, I manifested clients in different areas. I manifested a client in my leadership development, right? Space, because I'm an entrepreneur. All right, I'm an entrepreneur. And when you're in the entrepreneur space, sometimes it can just seem like famine and then feast. That's sometimes what it feels like. But I've made a commitment to myself that I'm not about that life. Just like how I decided that I was not going to be about menopause, perimenopause, and hot flash. And then I make up my mind I wasn't going to do that. I just decided. So the other day, I decided I'm not doing this famine or feasting anymore. It's just feast. I want other kind of challenges. I don't want no dip where I'm like waiting for people to pay my invoices and there's all kind of money drama. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I make up my mind. And it's like once I made up my mind, something went off in my brain that sent some kind of new energy out there that was like, okay, she's ready now. She's not afraid anymore. So that's what I want you guys to step into with me. So it's not too late. It's never too late. Y'all got 90 days. You can decide that you're going to start at day 30. I'm just saying to you that you want to use this as an opportunity to not let your dream sit on the back burner for too long. So the intention card for this week, okay? The intention card for this week is I speak my truth. I love this one. I speak my truth. The affirmation is all about allowing your voice to be heard and speaking from your heart. So often we do not speak up for ourselves, right? Hey, cuz. So often we do not speak up for ourselves when we are on this journey. And when you're manifesting, you cannot be quiet. You have to talk. You have to learn how to use your words. You have to learn how to ask for things. You have to learn how to ask. Right? You have to. And when you think about the ASK in ask, when you think about the ASK, guess what? The A is for ask. Ask and you shall receive. If you are not using your words, if you are not speaking your truth and putting out there what you want, how are you going to get it? And even if you're not talking about what you want, let's say you're not asking for what you want, you have to speak about who you are being. You have to affirm yourself. You have to say, I speak my truth. You have to tell yourself certain things. One of the things that I've been doing on TikTok is I've actually been on some of my on the posts that I do. I say, tell yourself, I am committed to my greatness. Tell yourself, I believe in myself. Like you have to tell yourself certain things and you have to ask yourself certain things. Am I willing to commit? You have to use your voice. Speak your truth. So ask, the first thing is A. Ask and you shall receive. The second thing is S. Seek and you shall find. Many of us, we decide that we want something. We decide that we want something. We keep talking about what we want and how we're not getting it. We do that a lot. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Because we're just conditioned that way. Right? We're just conditioned that way. But imagine if you were seeking, and when I say seek, I'm not talking about in desperation, like, oh my God, I'm going to die if I don't find this thing. But I'm just saying, seek the thing that you are asking for. And seek to me occurs in different ways. Seek is like, you're not just looking for the actual thing you decide that you wanted to manifest. Like, let's say you're asking for a different place to live. You're not just looking for the perfect house all the time. You've put out there the house that you want. But while you're waiting for that house to show up in your life, you're also appreciating, you're seeking out other opportunities to look at beautiful homes, to tell your friends how beautiful their homes are. You are seeking, it's like you're putting out a different set of radars. You use the item where you not even know say you have to seek other ways that you can encourage the energy of manifestation, encourage the thing that you are wanting to come to you. So you're seeking the opportunities that you know are there for you, and you're acknowledging them when you see them. So you have to ask so that you can receive, and you have to seek so that you can find. And then the last one in ask is K, knock. Knock, and the door will be opened for you. A lot of us will sit down here and we not knock on nobody's door. We write in our journals and we say, yes, I want these things, and that is all. We need a new job, but we're not knocking on any doors. We're not knocking on the online door to fill out the Indeed application, or fill out the Caribbean jobs application. We're not putting our profile on LinkedIn. We're not calling up our friend and saying, hey, I'm looking for work. You have anything in your office? We're not doing any training or trying to upskill. There is no knocking happening. So if you're not knocking, who's going to know you're there? And how is the door going to be opened? Let that sink in for a moment. Let me tell you how I've been knocking. So in my business, which I do tech stuff, so I'm a techie. Yeah, I'm a technology queen. Like that's what I went to school for. That's what I do in my full time. When I was in corporate, that's what I was doing the full time was technology stuff, right? And if you follow me on any of my other platforms, if you look me up on LinkedIn, I'm a technology girl. That's what I do. There's not a lot of us out here. It's less than 30% of women in tech, but that's okay, right? And I've done a lot of things in the technology space. So that's one part. One of the businesses that I run is all about technology, all about AI and digital transformation and all of that. Then I have another part of the business that is about this stuff, that is about my cards. It's a wellness business. You would have seen that I did the retreat, right? So the business have three different things, all of it, right? So I have my wellness business that is more around mindset and transformation, which is what I do with you guys. And then I have the tech business. Well, let me tell you something. You see, trying to keep track of all of the businesses and all of the money I come from all of the different places and the opportunities and whatever. Oh my gosh, it is such a headache. Can I tell you? It's a headache. I'm not complaining because opportunities are coming and I'm very grateful for the opportunities. But to manage all of that and all of the people and things, and you can imagine it's a lot of moving parts, right? Clients and who happy, who not happy, etc. And so I have been I have been seeking a way to pull all of this information together because you just have so many different ways you can track things now. You're tracking things on your phone, you're tracking things on your laptop, and then you have this program over here, so you use Microsoft Office, and then over here, so you use Google, and then over there, it's just a whole heap of things. So I've been just like, oh my gosh, I really need to be able to track things in one place. I just want one thing that I can just use for track everything, like literally. And guys, can I tell you that I've been knocking around, knocking. I've been seeking. And just last night, I was able to buy this piece of software that it bring everything into one place. And my mind was just blown at how easy my work is going to be. Now, you know how I end up finding this thing? Because I was having a conversation with one of my mentors, and she just casually mentioned, oh, have you heard about this, and the other? This was from February. And I just kept following up, not sure, whatever. And then boom. When I tell you that the thing easy, it's cheaper, it's going to make things my mind was just blown at how good this thing was. And if I was not using my words to ask for what I needed, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be opened. If you are not using your words to help you to get to the thing that you want, then you're already doing yourself a disservice. You're already putting yourself on the back seat. You're already putting yourself on the back burner. And you know what I find out too, guys? Guess what? You see persons who go on like them bad at yard, them bad at home. At home, them have the most mouth. Those are the ones that don't want to go out and speak up for themselves. In the office, them have the most chat. You know I'm talking to you. You know if it's you that I'm talking to. At work, you're like yeah, man. People that you know and you're comfortable with, you will give them a hard time. You'll make sure you ask what you want. You interact. But when it comes to something that you really desire, whether it's a career or it's money or it's an opportunity, just creating that connection with somebody that can help you to get to where you want to be. You're not talking up. You're not asking. You call your friend and you say, hey, what's your name? There's so and so and so. You can't put in a word for me. You can't do a no, I can introduce you and you can put in a word for yourself. How about them apples? We have to get to a point, guys, where we love ourselves so much and we believe we deserve so much that we are willing to ask for it. You heard what I said? We have to come to a point where we love ourselves so much and we believe we are so worthy that we're not afraid to ask for what we want. I would prefer to ask and be told no than to not ask and be told no anyway. Because if you're not asking, the answer is always no. And that means both when you're asking virtually, whether it's prayer, or you're actually speaking to a person asking for something, if you're not asking, if you're not taking up your journal, not this one, this is another journal of mine, it's notebook. But if you're sitting here and all you're doing is writing, and you don't look back at what you're writing, you don't put it out there in the universe, you don't say to anybody that is aligned, yeah, I was interested in so and so and so. What do you expect to happen? Closed mouths don't get fed. And I'm just saying, okay? So one of the first things that we're going to practice this week as we go through our 90 days of manifestation, we're going to practice the ask, right? Who is going to be using their mouth, they're speaking their truth to ask for what they want this week? I want to see it. Who is going to be using their voice to ask for the thing that they expect to get this week? Because you have to start the process. If you don't know the words to use, send me a message. Let me help you craft the words. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a tip right now. You don't know how to say, I want XYZ in a way that can get it for you? Go to ChatGPT. It's free. Download it. Get the app on your phone. Get ChatGPT and literally type in or use your voice and say, hi ChatGPT, help me to ask for a new car. Just try it on. Ask AI. If you don't want to, if you're ashamed to ask a person or you feel like kind of cute, you know how that works. You feel kind of cute. You don't want to go out there and put yourself out there too much. Start with AI. Use your technology to support creating your dream life. And it's available to you. That's the next thing. Everything that you could dream of, guys, it's like you already asked for it, Let me see if I can explain that better. All right. There is nothing new under the sun. Okay? And what I mean by that is most things, when you look around your world, that you experience, somebody else probably already has it or is already experiencing it. And so you're now looking on and you're like, wow, I would really love to experience that. The mere fact that you can imagine something and desire it means it already is available to you. It's already available to you. A lot of times our thoughts will tell us, oh, that don't make no sense. You can't get that. That not gonna work. That's your thoughts. Your thoughts are not real things. Your thoughts are perceptions, beliefs, programming that comes up in your mind over and over again. And you are the master of your mind, which means that you are the master of your thoughts. So you don't have to do this thing where you're like worried that if I ask for it, I can't get it because that's just stupid. Like that don't make any sense. That's just, who's gonna give you that? Like you're gonna hear all of those things, guys. I know, you know why I know? Because I hear it all the time. Sometimes I listen to my thoughts and I'm wondering whose head is this anyway? Because what you thinking just don't make no sense. It just don't add up. It just don't add up. Sometimes, I mean, like literally, guys, sometimes I will think like I'm a mass murderer, but my thoughts are just so crazy. It's just crazy thoughts. So you have to recognize that your thoughts are only as real as you make them, right? And so, from the mere fact that you know that you control your thoughts, or you can control your thoughts, that's the first thing. And the second thing is, that once you have the imagination, once you have the gumption to ask for something, it is already available to you. Just know that it is already available to you, even if it's something that hasn't been invented yet. I'm serious. Even if it's something that has not yet been invented and you have this idea for this invention, it's still available to you. The mere fact that you can have the idea means that you can have the thing. You don't realize it, guys. When it's like this mic that I'm using this mic, right? I'm using this mic. It's branded Rode. It's, it's fancy. Okay? I'm using this mic. At one point in time, mics did not exist. Follow me now. Follow me. At one point in time, mics did not exist. And therefore, somebody imagined it would be so cool if we could amplify people's voices, because when they're talking in a room and people at the back, they can't hear them. What could we do to make that better? What could we create? Oh, it would be so cool if we could speak into something and somebody had to go through that process, guys, which is why I'm saying to you that it doesn't matter what you think about. From the mere fact that you can imagine it, dream it, think it, you can have it because it is already available to you. So whoever was the first person that thought about the microphone, or before they even named it microphone, maybe it was voice louder upper. I don't know what it was called back in the day. It was something else. The first time I bet you any money, the first time I thought about it, it wasn't, it's going to be a microphone. No. I'm sure they came up with like 5 names or something before it became a microphone, right? But somebody had to think about it. Somebody had to imagine it. And then somebody had to believe in it enough to pursue the creation of the thing. And that's all I'm saying to you guys, is that you have to ask. You have to be able to move from just thinking about a thing to actually asking for it to be created in this now experience, because you want to have this now experience. I feel like I'm tired. I feel like I preach enough today. So, this week, in our 90-day journey that we're taking together, and I'm so serious about it because it benefits me to see my community thriving. I don't want you guys sat on here just listening to Tea Time every week and not creating the life you want. I want you to create the life you want. I want you to transform your life. I want you to have that magical change that you've been looking for. I want you to feel freedom. I want you to feel joy. I want you to feel peace. I want you to feel it. It feels nice. I'm telling you, when you see the thing that you've been praying for, when you experience the thing that it just feels so nice. It's like me with my honey boo. I tell you, every time I look upon him, every time I look upon him, sometimes I not even know I look upon him, or I look upon him. And I fully manifested this man. Like I literally wrote down everything that I wanted. And then poof, this 6 or much foot tall person, dark, tall, drink of water, glass, tea, coffee, everything just show up in my life. And when I look at him, sometimes I'm just sitting down there, I'm just laying down there sleeping. I'm just like congratulating myself, like, oh girl, you did good with that one. I'm just feel good to my soul. I just feel nice. And I feel deep contentment and joy to just know that I have a partner, somebody that I can love up and squeeze up and just, It just feel good. And I want that for all of you, for all my ladies out there who are looking for your own tall drink of water, nice, sweet, dark chocolate or light chocolate, white chocolate, whatever chocolate you want. Like, I want that for you, for the guys out there. I had a lot of guys DM me about what they want, which was nice. For the guys out there who are seeking their love bug, their honey boo, their sweetie pie that going to just make them feel nice and love up and love out and sprung up. Like, I want you to feel the joy and the deep love that that brings. So why we're wasting time? Let's get to the asking. ASK. Write down the vision, make it plain. Ask for what you want. Seek it out and knock on the doors until you find it. And DM me or comment on my posts while you're looking for your stuff. I'm happy to receive. Okay? So thanks so much for joining Tea Time today, guys. I'm looking forward to walking these next few weeks of this challenge and then, of course, going beyond that. I have a lot of really great surprises coming up very soon. Really big things coming up in the springtime that I hope you're going to be able to take part in. So make sure that you stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribing to my YouTube and that you are following me on TikTok because as soon as the announcements drop, you're going to see them sell out. Trust me. Okay? We don't play over here in epic transformation land. All right? So take care, guys. Enjoy your Saturday. This was a wonderful tea time. Thank you so much for joining. Take care, everybody. Bye.